Hey guys, welcome back to Powgang. So today we are going to go over how to do a free slice method on big cubes. So let's get right into it. So once you're done with the centers, which I had a tutorial on that, so make sure to check it out. You do free slice edge pairing, and then after you do edge pairing on any big cube, you're practically in 3x3 stage unless you have parity. Now, if you guys want me to make a whole video on parity, make sure to request it in the comments down below, so then I can make a video on parity. But after edge pairing, you're basically done. And the free slice method that I use it on 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, and just about any other big cube. It works super well, and like the pros use it, and it works pretty well. On 4x4, basically, I use Yao, and that doesn't really have free slice in it. It has mostly 3-2-3, but it involves some free slice, so I use it sometimes on 4x4. I might make a tutorial on Yao just so you guys know how to do it. But now we're in free slice on big cubes. So in the end all of the video, by the way, I'll put the parity algorithm in it. So make sure to watch that if you want to know the parity algorithm. And let's get right into it. So first, you need to notice some blocks. So as you can see, I have these two edges together, right here. And I also have these two, green and yellow. And I also have this. Now, once you're done with the centers, you have to look around and find your best option. And I'd say it'd probably be the green and yellow, because I have this piece right here. Now, for a free slice, the basic way you do it is by using these layers all with free slices. And I'm using a 6x6 for this tutorial because I used the same cube, the MGC, for the centers tutorial, and it just proves that you can use it with any big cube, and it shows more parity. So that's why I'm using a 6x6. Now, first you need to check if this edge goes in this spot right here. Can I put it like this? Because if I put it like that and then put it in, it is flipped. So the way you do it is, if they are different colors right here, as you can see, they're different colors, you do a hedge slammer, which is a inverse sledgehammer, and that would be F, R prime, F prime, R, and then you can pair them together like that. So just like I said, if they are the different sides, then you do a hedge slammer. If they are the same sides, we'll go over that. So we need to find our next green and yellow, so you can just tilt the cube over. Here it is, and as you can see, this way they're the same color. So if I did a hedge slammer, and that's the left-handed hedge slammer, there's a right hand and a left hand, it won't go in there. So how we're going to do it is we're just going to put the side layer up, move it to the side, and then put it down. And then we'll put it in like that. Now you need to look for other colors on the layer that have their own matches. So I would search for the, I'd say probably the green and orange, because they're right there, and I have this piece right here. Now if we rotate it over, as you can see, the orange is facing this way, so we can just imagine that it's right here, and that piece has orange facing the front. So if they're the same color, we put it in like this. We don't do the hedge slammer, and then we can pair them together. Next we go to our next piece, and it's also good to know how to do a bottom hedge slammer. and that would be like this. And then that puts it in right there. And then you pair that together. Now you search for the next piece. I'm going to go with probably the yellow and red because I have that right here. Then we're going to put it in. Pair that right there. Put that piece in. And then we pair that together. So you basically just do this for all of the first 8 edges, but there still is flip algorithms that we're going to go over. So as you can see, I have this white and orange. I have the 2 white and oranges here, and our next one is right here. So we have it like that. We'll do a hedge slammer, and then slice over. And then as you can see, this one isn't on the top layer, so it doesn't match. Now how you do this here is you use a flip algorithm, and this is the most common flip algorithm. The way you do it is you go like this, and the algorithm will be at the top of the screen. It's R, U, R prime, which is basically the same way that you outsert an edge. And then you do a hedge slammer, and then it flips it, so now as you can see it's on top, and then you can pair it right there. So you guys need to know how to do the flip algorithm if you want to do the centers the right way. Now we have that blue and yellow. We have the 2 blue and yellows right here, so we need the last blue and yellow. Now if you notice that this one is flipped, so you'll know you need to do a flip algorithm. You can just put it in either way because you already know that you're going to need to do a flip algorithm. Then you put that in there, and then you can flip this piece. And it doesn't matter if you flip this edge or this edge. You can just do either. So now we'll do a flip algorithm. And I'll just keep the flip algorithm up there so you guys know whenever you need to use it, and that'll be up there for mostly the whole video. And I have that pair right there. We have that edge. Now we are going to do the blue and orange because we have that there. So it's basically just good to search for whichever ones you have the most of. And in these cases I'm getting lucky because I have 3, so that means I just need 1 more to make the pair, so I don't need to do any extra insertions. So we'll put this piece in, and then we can, as you can see, this one is the same color, so one of these need to be flipped. I'm just going to do this one, and then I'm going to slice that one over, and then slice that upper one over. Now, let's see here. We're going to do green and white, which is right here. And I noticed already that one of them needed to be flipped, so I'm not really caring which way I should do it. So we're going to flip this one. And we'll put it back in. And now we search for another one. So if you guys have good look-ahead skills, it's good to be searching while you're already pairing it. So I know that I already have these 4 yellow and oranges, so I can just put any piece in. And we're on our last of the 8 ones, so I put that one in. Then I can flip either this one or that one. I'll do this one. And the left-hand flip algorithm is just about the same. It's like this. It's the same thing except it's with your left hand. Then we can put this piece in, and now we have our top 8. So we can't do, and bottom, so we can't do free slice anymore. So how we're going to do this here is, as you can see, I have this block. So first you need to build a block like this using free slice. Then what you need to do is on the opposite side, make a place where it's like the same kind as the block. So since the block is 2 pieces, the opposite side needs to be 2 pieces also, or the upper side or bottom side. Then we're going to do a flip algorithm, and it's right there. Now we need to solve the rest of this one edge, and this method only works for one edge, it doesn't work for 2. And I can just move that one over, and then the last one is right here. As you can see, it doesn't solve the rest of the centers, so if you wanted to, you can just put it like that and then solve it like you do with a 4x4 edge. But the other way you do it is you put it right here, you do a flip algorithm, you move it over once, then you do one more flip algorithm, and then you move it back over. And then you have this whole edge solved, and there is the 3 left. So for the 3 last edges, it doesn't really matter which way you do it. It just matters that you do it and you get them together. So how I'm going to do it is I noticed this red and green right here. So I'm just going to put that right there. I'm going to do a flip algorithm, move it back. Then I will do it right here, and I'll do another flip algorithm, and then I'll move it back, and then I have that done. Now for here, the last edge is kind of tricky, but if you guys know how to solve a 4x4, you should know how to do the last edge. But how we're going to do this is you basically just need all of the pieces on the same side. So just get all of the pieces on the same side the easiest way, and that can either involve a slice move, then a flip algorithm, or a upper layer or bottom layer move. So how we're going to do this here is, as you can see, I started off like this, but instead of doing a flip algorithm, since there's nothing in the back, and this only works with the last edge because the rest of them are solved and the centers are solved, I can do a U2, then I need to do a flip algorithm here, not here, because if I did it here, it would just flip all of the sides. So I'll do the flip algorithm here, and then all of my edges are solved. Now I'll go over a couple other cases in solving the edges. Now if you're in this case, where as you can see, I have 2 flipped edges, so this one is flipped and that one is flipped. This is a very easy case, and the way you do it is you do an E move like that, or it can be that way, but you basically just need to do an E move on the one that has both of the edges. So if I did it that way, I couldn't do it on this side because that would mess up that one. So I do the E move, then I just flip this edge, and then I do the E move back, and then both of them are solved. Now we'll go over some other cases. Now if you're in this case, where as you can see, I have this edge and I have this here. As you can see, they're both facing the same color, so we can just do the slice move like that, flip the edge, do the slice back, and that is solved. Now if you come into a case where there is parity, or the edge isn't solved but there aren't any other incorrect edges, we're going to go over that now. So if you're in this case, and you see this needs to go here, you make sure that they're not in the same layer, because if they were in the same layer it wouldn't work. They need to be the different colors, so they both need to be either on bottom or top. You do the slice, or the upper layer or bottom layer move. You do the flip algorithm, slice back, and then you notice that this edge is not solved. So how you fix this edge, and if you guys know how to do 4x4 parity, you guys should know how to do this, is you put that edge on the top like this. Now what you do is you do a parity algorithm, and this parity algorithm, it isn't PLL parity, it's just OLL parity, and OLL parity is only on 6x6 and 4x4 and any other even cube, but in this case what you're going to do is it's the same algorithm for a 7x7 and 5x5 and any other cube, so there's nothing different between other cubes for this. how you do it is so this middle one is solved, so you need to move next to the middle one. So you don't want to move in like that, you want to move like this. So how you're going to do this is you do this algorithm. It'll be at the bottom of the screen. It's like this: R2, R-wide 2 actually, B2, U2, L-wide, U2, R-wide, U2, R, U2, F2, R-wide, F2, left wide prime, B2, R-wide 2. So then, as you can see, the edge I just did was solved right here, and now you can begin solving it in a 3x3 state. So I'm not going to go over how to solve a 6x6. This is just a high quality tutorial on how to do free slice edge pairing the right way, and how I do free slice edge pairing. So if you want to know how to do parity, it's the same algorithm, but if you're doing parity on a 6x6 or 4x4, you just use the half slice, you don't use it like this. And on 7x7, you just use it based on where the pieces line up, and you do it around the right centerpiece. So that's basically how you do the parity algorithm. And the two main algorithms you need to know in doing edges are parity and flip. And those are basically just the two that you need to know when doing these edges. And once you're done with the edges, you can solve it like a 3x3 using the reduction method. And I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, because that would help me out a lot. And make sure to check out my video on how to do centers on big cubes, because those two they go together. And make sure to watch that video, because that goes with this video and it helps you solve a big cube. And these basically work for any big cubes. I also will make a tutorial on how to solve each individual big cube, so a 5x5, 6x6, and 7x7 tutorial. So make sure to check those out once I make them. And like this video, comment what you thought of it, and please subscribe. So thank you guys again for watching this video. See you next time.